So many people have told me that they drive by this place and they've never come in. And I speak to them after their experience here, and they're changed. They said, actually, I had a great time, and this place was really beautiful, and it really was a wonderful experience. And what's really great about a historic house museum is the accessibility and the immersion. So you can walk into a room and imagine that you are back in 1910. It will look as if the Barkers just got up, left the room for a moment, and you've walked into a moment of their lives. And so I think for people who aren't big history buffs, there's still that element of going into a beautiful house and saying, whoa, look at all these beautiful furnishings and the detail of the wood on the fireplace or the craftsmanship of the clock. And I think that that is the new way for museums to go forward. We see this in the field, that it's this sense of immersion and accessibility. The Barker family has been really integral in a lot of the philanthropy in Michigan City, starting from the building of Barker Hall at Trinity Church by John Sr. They contributed to the YMCA, the first library, the bandstand, and then of course, giving multiple decades of grants to organizations in town. So to date, the Barker family has given upwards of $10 million to Michigan City nonprofits. And in 1970, Catherine Barker opened up the Barker Mansion to the city for use as a civic center and community space. And while it was run by the city, the Barker Welfare Foundation provided grants to different restoration projects and the general operating fund, and that's been for the last 50 years. Between 2009 and 2015, there was a lot of exterior work done. I mean, that was probably $1.5 million. Everything from the roof to the balustrades to tuck pointing to windows and doors. So the Welfare Foundation was always involved. And in 2020, the plan was to redo all the historical electrical work. So everything, top to bottom, every sconce, every outlet, rewired. We refreshed the bridal suite. We've done some work to Mr. Barker's bedroom to be used as more wedding party space, groom's room, etc. And everything that we do is done in such a way that maintains the historical materials and techniques. But the first, second, and third floors remain how you've always known and loved them. There are certain aspects of the house that are being modernized. For instance, the lower level. That's been renovated in the past, and we're basically making it much more accessible with modern amenities. There's going to be new meeting spaces, new event spaces, and the Haskell Barker Car Company factory exhibit, which is 1,200 square feet of floor-to-ceiling photos, information about the factory from John Sr. all the way through Pullman. We're refreshing the Thomas P. McCormick Theater, and that's a multi-purpose use space as well. And the Haskell Barker Room, which used to be called the Purdue Room, it's fantastic amenities, a modern space for use by nonprofits, all different organizations in town, people wanting to throw a graduation party or retirement party or even a wedding if you're interested. So I have had some questions that, now that the family has taken over stewardship over the building, that we're no longer open to the public. But that's not true. That's not the case at all. If anything, our accessibility is increasing fivefold. We want to maintain the relationship that we have with the community as a space for people to gather and learn. So that means free self-guided and guided tours for residents, free access to the gardens. But we're also going to be holding so much fantastic programming for the community, for families, different musical events, maybe some lectures, coffee in the garden. We might have a food truck outside, or we do a wine tasting. But also, we're gonna have so many events that are just hanging out in the garden and enjoying a beautiful day. You don't necessarily have to be the biggest history buff to enjoy the Barker Mansion. The holiday season at the mansion has always been very, very popular, both for visitors and for staff. We love Christmas here. And we're so excited that most of the restoration work can be paused, we'll say, for the month of December. So we will be decorating and will be open for the month of December. So we can't wait for everyone to come in and see all the new work that we've done and really bring back a fan favorite, because truly Christmas is magical here. So you can follow us on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, and on our website. We'll have all of our information, the calendars, any information about upcoming events, and memberships, which is a brand new thing that we're actually launching. Our dedication to the community remains the same. There is a change in stewardship, but truly we remain the Barker Mansion. We remain a place for the community to gather and learn. We remain a resource for people that live here and people who visit. And if anything, we are amplifying Michigan City. We are expanding accessibility. We are opening this place up to more people, and that commitment remains.